Imagine this, a bitterly cold evening in Boston, January 17, 1950. The city's streets were eerily quiet, blanketed by a fresh layer of snow. Inside the heavily fortified Brinks Building, the clock ticked closer to closing time. Then, like a scene ripped from a crime novel, 11 masked men slipped into the shadows, executing what would become one of the most infamous heists in American history. They walked away with over $2.7 million in cash, checks, and securities, equivalent to over $30 million today. The robbery left the country stunned, sparking an investigation that stretched 6 years and changed the face of law enforcement forever. But behind this seemingly perfect heist lay betrayals, blunders, and a mystery that gripped the nation. Post-war America was a nation in transition. The late 1940s and early 1950s were marked by economic prosperity, but this boom also gave rise to organized crime. Boston, with its bustling port and historic cobblestone streets, was no exception. The Brinks Armored Car Depot symbolized the era's financial boom, a fortress of steel and concrete safeguarding millions. Brinks wasn't just any depot. It was one of the most secure buildings in the city. With locked steel doors, guards stationed around the clock, and state-of-the-art alarm systems, it was practically impenetrable, or so everyone thought. This made the robbery's success even more shocking, cementing it as the crime of the century. It began with meticulous planning. A gang of Boston criminals led by Tony Fats Pino spent over 2 years observing every move made by Brinks employees. They studied guard rotations, security measures, and even replicated the building's interior to practice. On the fateful evening, they struck with precision. Wearing grotesque Halloween masks, navy peacoats, and gloves to conceal fingerprints, the gang infiltrated the depot. Using a stolen key, they entered through a side door. Once inside, they ambushed 5 unsuspecting employees, binding and gagging them without firing a single shot. The gang's leader barked orders while others swept the cash room, filling sacks with money at lightning speed. The entire operation lasted less than 30 minutes. They left the scene as ghostly figures vanishing into the Boston night. When authorities arrived, all that remained were the terrified employees and an empty vault. The gang had left no physical evidence behind. No fingerprints, no footprints. To onlookers, it was as if they had disappeared into thin air. The heist's audacity sent shockwaves across America. Brinks offered a $100,000 reward for information leading to the culprits, but tips led nowhere. The FBI and Boston police launched one of the largest manhunts in history. For years, investigators faced a baffling mystery. The gang's silence was their strongest shield. They swore an oath of secrecy, and for nearly 6 years, the robbery remained unsolved. But cracks eventually formed. Infighting, paranoia, and greed began to tear the group apart. The breakthrough came in 1955 when one gang member, Joseph "Specs" O'Keefe, flipped. Facing prison time for an unrelated crime, he feared his old accomplices would betray him. O'Keefe spilled everything, recounting the heist in stunning detail. With his testimony, the FBI arrested the remaining gang members, piecing together the heist's intricate web of deception. The trial captivated the nation. Despite their denials, the evidence, bolstered by O'Keefe's damning testimony, was overwhelming. In 1956, the gang members received harsh sentences, ranging from life imprisonment to decades behind bars. But not all the money was recovered. Over $1 million remained missing, sparking rumors of hidden loot. The Brinks robbery left an indelible mark on law enforcement, leading to advancements in forensics and armored security measures. It also birthed a legacy of Hollywood adaptations, turning the gang's audacity into cinematic legend. Today, the Brinks robbery is more than a historical footnote. It's a tale of ambition and greed, showcasing how far people will go to defy the odds. While the gang's ingenuity is undeniable, the heist also highlights the perils of trust among thieves. For the city of Boston, it's a reminder of a bygone era when crime felt larger than life, and the line between hero and villain blurred. As modern heists grow more sophisticated, involving cybercrime and global syndicates, the Brinks robbery stands as a testament to an analog age when determination, planning, and a touch of theatricality could leave an entire nation in awe. What do you think about the Great Brinks Robbery? Was it sheer brilliance, or destined to fail from the start? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories from history.